TheJamies.net.
We sailed on the Emerald Princess for 10 nights in late December 2021. In this video, we'll provide an overview of our experience with Princess's COVID safety protocols that were in place during our Christmastime cruise. Just a quick note that if you enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up or leave a comment. It really helps our channel. And consider subscribing so you get alerted when we add new videos. Please be aware that Princess modified their COVID safety protocols both before our cruise in response to the emerging Omicron variant, as well as after our cruise. And protocols will continue to be modified as the COVID situation changes. So be sure to check with the cruise line for the most up-to-date COVID safety protocols for your cruise. Our cruise operated as a vaccinated cruise, so all passengers had to provide proof of being fully vaccinated and proof of a medically observed negative COVID test taken within 2 days of embarkation. That meant Princess's safety protocols started with a COVID test the day before we arrived in our departure port of Fort Lauderdale. We used an at-home COVID antigen test recommended on the Princess website. Our tests were observed by a certified guide, and our results were emailed to us so we could show them on our mobile device at check-in. During the embarkation process, we picked up our ocean medallions. The wearable devices were used to make touch-free purchases, provide keyless entry to our stateroom, and more. While Princess launched the medallion technology prior to COVID, it now has the added benefit of significantly reducing physical contact and providing contact and proximity tracing for any cases of COVID on board. After boarding our ship, a few COVID safety protocols were immediately noticeable. First, crew were required to wear N95 masks throughout our sailing. Second, hand sanitizing stations were located throughout the ship. Third, foot markers were located on the floors to mark social distancing recommendations and to indicate the direction of foot traffic. And fourth, Princess replaced the traditional muster drill with a far less crowded alternative. To start, we watched a mandatory safety video on our stateroom television. Then we visited our muster station to check in. The process was easy and simply needed to be completed anytime before the ship departed. As our cruise continued, there were many other COVID safety protocols that we noticed on board, such as crew frequently cleaning and sanitizing the ship's public areas. The crew used a "not ready" marker for tables and seating areas that had not yet been fully sanitized. Signage throughout the ship reminded passengers of the indoor mask requirement. While passengers were able to remove their mask for eating or drinking, signs encouraged guests to sip and cover. In the buffet area, hand washing was required at sinks located at the entrance. And a lot of the food was not self-serve, except for some items that were pre-plated. In addition to serving food, crew also handed out plates and filled passenger drink requests. Most activities on board were held in the ship's larger venues, which allowed passengers to spread out. However, some activities, like crafts, were held in a smaller conference room, and those activities had strict capacity limits. When activities were completed, passengers were often asked to vacate the venue so it could be sanitized by the crew. In the specialty restaurants and bars, menus were available by scanning a QR code with a smartphone or other device. The main dining room menus were available both in hard copy and through Princess's Medallion Class app. Additional COVID safety protocols we saw included signage indicating a maximum of 6 passengers per elevator, complimentary disposable masks that could be ordered through our cabin's television, some smaller venues like the Speakeasy Cigar Club that were closed for the duration of our sailing, participants scoring their own papers for trivia, a quarantine bin for pencils used during trivia, and clean and use designations for books and games in the library. Finally, our ship had a very large section of one deck that was blocked off in case anyone needed to be isolated or quarantined for COVID.